Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today the Texas Longhorns lost to the Oklahoma Sooners 34-30. As a Longhorns fan, this was a very tough loss to take as a Longhorns fan. It got a little better when, after this game was over, I left my house to go to Minute Maid Park to watch my Houston Astros take on the Minnesota Twins in Game 1 of the ALDS. This was the first playoff game I've ever been to. Since I've been watching the Astros since 2007, 2016, 2017, something like that. So basically, yeah. So that was a good way of me, I'm not going to say forget about this loss, but it was a good way of me sort of letting this loss go, not forgetting about this loss that we just had against Oklahoma today, but sort of put it behind me by watching my Houston Astros just have a great performance offensively with 3 home runs, 2 home runs for Jordan Alvarez against the Minnesota Twins in Game 1. All right, enough about the Astros. Let's get into the Texas Longhorns. I was trying the longest to avoid this game, but the Longhorns did lose the Red River Showdown, and they lost it 30-34. Game-winning touchdown for Oklahoma in the last 15 seconds. Their quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, was insane in this game. He ran he combined it with his running and rushing, with his passing and rushing yards. He almost had a 400-yard day and a 2-touchdown day. He was 23 for 38 with 285 passing yards and 1 passing touchdown. He had 14 carries for 113 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. All right, let's get in this scoring summary. This first quarter was wild. It starts off with a Dylan Gabriel 9-yard touchdown run. It's 7-0. Then the Texas Longhorns block a punt. Malik Muhammad recovers for a touchdown at 7-7. Then Oklahoma knocks in a 27-yard field goal at 10-7. Texas takes their first lead when Quinn Ewers throws a 22-yard touchdown pass to Gunnar Helm, and it's 14-10. Then a 1-yard touchdown run for Taway Walker, and it's 17-14. Then you have 2 field goals in the final 2 minutes for both teams. Burt Auburn with a 25-yard field goal, it's 17-17. And then Oklahoma with a 26-yard field goal, it's 20-17. Then another 1-yard touchdown run. This one's for Taway Walker, and it's 27-17. And then the third quarter, Burt Auburn with a 45-yard field goal, and it's 27-20. Then, with 6 minutes and 10 seconds, Texas ties the ball game up with Jonathan Brooks having a 29-yard touchdown run, and it's tied up at 27. How about Burt Auburn using his leg again with 1 minute and 17 seconds, around the same time that Texas gave the ball back to Alabama last year? I know it's a different game, a different matchup. Burt Auburn with a 47-yard field goal, so 45 and a 47-yard field goal in the last 2 quarters, and so that's in. It's 30-27, and then Dylan Gabriel with a 3-yard touchdown pass to Nick Anderson, and that would be it for the scoring summary. Game leaders: Dylan Gabriel, 23 for 38, 285 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown. Quinn Ewers, 31 for 37, 1 passing touchdown, 2 interceptions. Rushing yards: Dylan Gabriel, 14 carries, 113 rushing yards with 1 touchdown. Jonathan Brooks, 22 carries, 129 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. Their leader in receiving yards was Far. I'm not even trying to say his last name. 5 receptions, 130 receiving yards. And finally, for Texas, even though they lost, Jordan Whittington finally did something for them. He had 10 receptions for 115 receiving yards. He was great for Texas last year at the wide receiver position, and has not really done much this season so far, and finally was able to do something. Xavier Worthy for Texas had 8 receptions for 108 receiving yards, and the tight end Gunnar Helm had 4 receptions for 67 receiving yards. So yeah, that was it for the game. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Longhorns.